Hi, we're back. Sorry, I'm just going to get this phone organised. Pamela has left the building, so I think we're going to get I'm going to hold it just now and just say a couple of words, and then we're just going to get Sharon to hold it and then Zoe to hold it, and then we'll set a thingy about. So welcome back, everybody. Hope you get a wee cup of tea. So we're just going to get back onto the subject of firewalking. So, Zoe, what were we going to talk about again? I was going to ask you
about why you recommend firewalking.
Yes. So I'm just going to swing round. I'm going to give this to Sharon. Let's see how this is. This is really good. We will have camera equipment for next week. Right, I'll sit in here. Right, so you got it. Can you see us? Hello. Right, darling.
So why recommend firewalking? So lots of people think firewalking was sort of just invented like in maybe the 70s. But it actually goes way further back than that. It goes to like the Iron Age and stuff, like 1200 BC or something. I think it's believed that it was originated in India or China, but maybe in about the 70s people started firewalking for different reasons. So all those years ago they used to do it as more of a religious or a spiritual thing, but years ago they used to have, like, if a young girl was able to walk across the burning coals, they used to think that she had like this spiritual blessing that she could pass on to people and things like that. So yeah, it's pretty cool. But so then obviously in like the kind of 70s, 80s it became more about like mental health and self-development and things like that, and really just helping people overcome anxiety, fears, limiting beliefs like I mentioned earlier. So that's obviously the main reason why I would obviously always recommend firewalking. But the other reason that I would recommend it is to raise money. So with everybody who's raised money for charities or football clubs or dance clubs or churches or whatever, any kind of community groups, most of them have raised a real substantial amount of money, and we worked out that it was on average between, I think it was £600 and £800 each.
Wow.
Something like that.
Right.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly what the figure was, but it was an awful lot. And that's based obviously on an average. So some people had raised like £2,000, some people raised like £200, that kind of thing. But the money that you can make from these, and I know a lot of the football clubs are doing it as well. If you've got like 20 boys in your football team, all you need to say to those 20 boys, like if you get a parent or whatever, an aunt, an uncle, a neighbour, a sister, a brother, whoever, and every child nominates one person to do the firewalk, and they just put sponsor forms out there. It can raise an awful lot of money. But yeah, and obviously for charities as well. So I think was it somebody mentioned about the Callum's Cabin.
Yeah.
Sorry, I haven't read the comments yet. But
yeah, I haven't read them either. So, but I think what we're going to do is we've got a few charities that we sort of like things. So we're going to sort of put it to a vote and see what one we all want to do it for. Is that right, Shad? Yes. Shad doesn't want. So oh gosh, this camera works bad. Pamela, please come back. So what else are we going to say about it? So yeah.
I think we just did a wee list of all those.
So what I've got, we've got all the information. If anybody wants any more information about Mindshift, then please get in contact. And if, as I say, if anybody would like to do it with us, we haven't got a date as yet, but we'll let you know. So these guys also do amazing other things. So I'm just going to get Zoe just to run through some of the other wee bits and pieces that they do.
Obviously, like I mentioned earlier, it's my partner Paul. Oh, can't rotate it.
No, we can't rotate it.
So obviously my partner Paul and I both work together, so we do a list of things. We do neuro-linguistic programming. So neuro is like your brain, linguistic is the language, and program is basically programming different positive language into your mind. And Paul, I think, is going to come along and do a wee live, so he'll go into far more detail about that. But the work he's doing with that and hypnotherapy is just absolutely phenomenal just now. I mean, he's stopping people smoking in one session, helping with anxiety, helping with children, adults. He's just been absolutely fantastic. He also does fit camp on a Saturday morning in the Robertson Park in Renfrew at 10 o'clock, so don't need to book, you can just show up to that. There's a great bunch of people going, and he also has a great WhatsApp group where he adds everybody in, and everybody's so supportive and just absolutely phenomenal with each other, so great bunch of folk. He does lots of sports coaching with football teams and stuff. He doesn't actually teach the football side of it, but just the fitness side and like the mental aspect of it as well. So I'll just tell you a very quick story, but I love this wee story. So one of the first teams he ever did, and one of the boys' parents had sent a text message to the football coach and said, "Who the hell is this guy, Paul Elliott?" And he said, why are you asking? He says, "My son's just come home from school there and said that he has to do all his homework before he goes out and plays with his pals, and then asked me for 2 portions of vegetables with his dinner." She's like, "Is this guy God?" That's the kind of stuff. And he's really, I mean, kids are obviously very suggestible at that age. And he's like a total guru with them. He's phenomenal with them. They just totally look up to him. And when he tells them to go in and tell their mum and dad that they love them at night, they do it. You know, it's things like that. So along with the fitness aspect, there's obviously a lot of the mental aspect of it as well. So we also do empowerment seminars for businesses and things like that as well, to just help obviously with the people's, I don't know what the word is, but basically with their work to make them better, progress better at their work and stuff like that.
Give them a boost.
Yeah, that's it. And I was just talking to the lovely Judy as well about learning Reiki, so I'm hoping to be able to join that in maybe at the end of the year or the beginning of next year as well. So, and podcasts as well is another thing Paul does. So he's
I think you've done it for quite a lot of famousy people. We were just talking there. How we like all that.
He's had some really phenomenal guests on as well. WWE wrestler, like world champion wrestler as well. And his last one was with Alex Reid. So he's the MMA fighter as well, Big Brother winner and things like that.
Was he the one that was married to Jordan?
Yes,
wasn't he? Was it Jordan?
He was married
to Jordan.
He
Oh,
was
I
married
liked
to
him.
Jordan
He was really
as well.
nice, wasn't he? He was a funny guy. I liked him.
Yeah, we actually met him doing the firewalking course.
Did you? Was he doing it as well?
Yes, and him
goodness.
and Paul became very, very good friends.
Right.
So, but it's a fantastic. I was just actually listening to it on the way up here as well. So it's brilliant. It's not gone live yet. I think it goes live on Sunday, so you can catch up on them on Spotify, or there's an Anchor podcast app as well. If you just search Mindshift Experiences, and it'll give you a list. A lot of them are about people that have maybe had really tough mental health issues and how they've come out the other side of it and turned their life around. So they're really, really inspiring as well. Yeah. And yeah, along with the firewalking just comes with like breaking arrows with your throat, smashing boards with your hand.
Goodness.
Paul and I actually bent a metal bar with our throat, so he had one end in his throat and I had one end, and we walked together and we bent a big massive metal bar, which now sits bent on our garden fence.
Oh, that's so
So-
cute. That's so cute.
The kids actually wrapped it all up in glittery tape and put wee bows and stuff on it, so it was
how
nice.
lovely.
I
Oh, that's a
know.
lovely story.
Yeah,
That's a great thing to keep, isn't it, forever?
Definitely, I know. So we do lots of different kind of wee surprises within the firewalk as well, but I don't want to give anything away.
Right, okay.
But you'll enjoy it.
Good. So as I say, we've not got a date, but there you are, Sharon. Sorry. Oh, you can read Susan. So we've not got a date, but we'll let you know as soon as we can when we're going to do it. We, as I say, we haven't picked our charity. We're going to sort of put our heads together and see what we sort of want to do together. I don't know, because we've done stuff for the basket appeal, we've done stuff for Callum's Cabin and stuff. So, and obviously everybody knows I love dogs, so maybe there might be a dog one in there. But what we'll do is we'll let you know, guys. And obviously Zoe's business is amazing, so if you could support. As I say, if you want any information about Zoe's company, please just let us know. Pamela will send the stuff out to you. And we're obviously going to have lovely Paul on in a couple of weeks. He sounds super interesting, so I can't wait to have him on, hear all his celeb stories. We love celeb stories, don't we? And obviously to wish them really good luck with their wedding next week.
Thank you.
I know that's so lovely, isn't it?
Brilliant.
And she's obviously given up her time to come and talk to us tonight, so thank you so much, Zoe.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. It was brilliant. It was lovely to meet you all in person as well.
Yeah, I know, we've spoke over and singing. So next week, guys, we have got a couple of PTs on again. We've got lovely Jay's back and Lisa. They're coming on next week, and we might have some more people. I don't know, but I promise you next week we'll have better camera. So sorry about this. I know it's all over the place. And also, Sharon, did you want to say anything? No? She's very silent this evening, isn't she? She's very silent this evening. Did anybody have any questions out there that they wanted to ask Zoe before we go? Is there anything else that we see coming up?
I can't see because the
No,
camera was
here's-
in the other way.
I know.
Peter
And
said
I can
hello.
see
Yeah,
him.
right, hold on. Right, so Peter said hello. Oh gosh, there's lots of names coming up. Oh, this just shows you we can't. Anyway, so but you can get in touch with us anyway. We've got all the details anyway. Also, what was I going to say? Thank you so much to the traffic wardens today that were down in Paisley. It's another story. I was just said I would say hello to them. So if you're watching, hi guys, and that was good fun. That's all I'm saying. Did you have any other wee things that you wanted to say?
No, I think that's
Anything
it.
else you
Just
wanted to-
if anybody is interested, I'll tag Mindshift page in both of the lives, and if anybody's got any questions or would like to take part in a firewalk or business empowerment or fit camps or anything at all, just give us a shout.
They do it all. Thank you guys, and if you've got any suggestions, if anybody else would like to come on and have a wee chat with Sharon and Judy, come to InnoSpace, contact us and we'll have you on in a couple of weeks. As I say, next week we'll get set up. The week after we've possibly got a couple of people set up, but as I say, and we're definitely having Paul on. Don't know when. Are you going to be in honeymoon or anything? No? Well,
No, we can't. We can't.
That's
We got a couple of days.
Exactly. Yeah. Going to Guruk.
We're actually going to Ayrshire.
Right, she's going to Ayrshire. Anyway, so we'll have Paul on in a couple of weeks, and as I say, we've got the girls on next week. So thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. And as I say, Sharon and I are just trying to support small businesses, getting everybody out there, getting everybody pulling together, just making the world a better place, hopefully. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. Say hi, Shaz. Hi.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Thanks very much. Have a good evening. Bye.